Hey, it's Mike Duffy checking in November 19th. I did this live stream this morning, but I forgot something. I've had two mentors in my life recommend doing 3-day challenges. And I was like, perfect timing because Wednesday is my masterclass on purpose, authenticity, and being omnipresent. So it's Sunday. Let's do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3-day positivity challenge. So, what is this positivity challenge all about? My name is Michael Duffy, and I can help you protect your financial and emotional health through purpose, positivity, and authenticity within 3 days. Yes, within 3 days. You're going to be positive. You know what you have and how you're going to protect your important files for your personal life and your business if you have a business. Welcome to my 3-day challenge. Day one assignment. Why are we doing positivity around computer backup and data backup? Because I run into a lot of people who are negative about their computers and computer experiences and losing files and just don't know where to start. This is where we're going to start. I'm going to have you write down. I'm going to have you go through 3-day challenge. Day one, a task. Day two, a task. And day three, a task. You can do it all yourself. And I want your mindset to be positive about your computer, your phones, your tablets, all those technology devices you use in your life where you're entering your personal data or you're creating something, because we want to ensure that you've got backups. Backups does not need to be a big scary word. It does not need to be complicated. You just want to whatever you're using or creating or entering. We want to make sure you got a backup copy of it, because we want to make your life stress free through positivity. And I'm authentic, and I want you to have authentic feelings about knowing where your data is and knowing that you have a plan to recover it. So, welcome to my 3-day challenge. Day one assignment: grab a notepad. Simple. Write down all the technology devices and websites you use on a daily, monthly basis, which run your life. So, if you were like, I don't know what data is important to you. Photos may not be important to you. Contacts may not be important to you. Calendar may not be important to you. Many of this stuff is important to the average technology user. I know some people where, you know, their calendar is their lifeline, and they have to have both a physical and a digital copy of it just so they can get things done, right? And if they were to lose that medical calendar, or I'm not going to say probably cancer treatment calendar. Like, there's all these calendars that run your life, and most people aren't organized, or it's one of those things where you don't know how much it's going to affect you until you lose that data, and it's up only you know exactly how impactful losing anything is going to be to your day, right? Because once you lose files, what's going to happen? You're going to start stressing out that you lost them. Then you're going to look for a copy, or start running around making mistakes, or there's just all this chaos that evolves from losing data or losing your phone. Like, how many times are you able to leave the house if you don't have your phone? You may know where you're going, but you may have phone numbers, text messages, pictures that you need. Like, all this stuff kind of lives on these digital devices that we don't think about it, making sure that the data is safe until disaster happens, and then it kind of stops you in your tracks for that day. So we're going to be positive about this because it's not scary. This is what I do for customers every single time they lose data, or they're questioning data, or something fails. We start going through. I have this in spreadsheet form for my customers who are on a monthly contract, but I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of the things that you need to be thoughtful of. Okay, so day one assignment: grab a notepad, grab a piece of paper, get out Google Docs, get something out where you can write on it and make a list. Okay, so I want you to write down all the technology devices and websites you use on a monthly basis which run your life, but you can't live without them. So here are some examples to get you thinking. I want you to, okay, devices that you may or may not be using. So write down the devices you use. Phones, iPhones, Android phones. How many phones do you have in your life? Some people don't have a phone. Other people have a one phone. Some content creators, two phones. Some people have three phones. How many phones do you have? Write them down. Tablets, iPads, Android tablets. If you're using those in your personal life, if you're an artist, if you're using them for anything, write that down because we need to figure out if these devices store anything important and if they need to be backed up or if you need to have a backup strategy for them. Apple computers, Mac Minis, MacBooks, iMacs. A ton of my clients use the Apple ecosystem and they may have multiple computers because they buy a new one every 3 or 4 or 5 years and they may not have the same data on all the computers. So write down if you're using any Mac devices, what Mac devices you're using. Windows computers, desktop computers, laptops. If you're using something and if you're just using it plugged into the TV and watch Netflix, we're not going to worry about it. However, if you've got pictures on there, you've got warranty manuals, you've got like paperwork on it, PDFs, Excel files, Word files, databases, whatever you're using that computer for, I just want you to write that device down. We're not going to worry about the data on it yet. We're just going to write down what devices you use that actually have data on them. Other things you may have in your home or business would be um, file servers, QNAPs, Synology devices. A ton of people hire amateur photographers and they have a ton of servers in their house or in their business. A lot of small businesses will use QNAPs as well to share files between computers and mobile devices. So anything, again, just take a couple minutes and write down all the devices you use: phones, tablets, laptops, desktops, servers. Physical devices, that's the list, right? If there's something I'm missing, just please send me a comment and I will add this to our future 3-day challenges. Okay. So if we've written down all the devices and devices you're using, the next thing is websites you're using because when you're using computers, whether it's personal or business use, you're going to have mm, your input devices like your phone, tablet, laptop, desktop. Stuff might be living there, but stuff may also be living up on a website. So, for example, there is um, Office 365, uh, OneDrive, Google Drive, Google Sheets, things like that. You may have a website. Write that down because it's really important to know what content you have on your website, and in course, in case it ever needs to be rebuilt. Websites could be built with WordPress, it could be PHP, they could be a GoDaddy website, a Squarespace website, a Square.up. Like there's so many websites. I don't, not important right now to write down what technology it is. Just write down your website if you have one, because we're gonna go talk about that. Accounting data. If you don't have accounting data, don't worry about it. But if you do, using QuickBooks Online, Xero, or any of these other accounting softwares online, write that down because it's important to have that data backed up. CRM, so customer relationship management data. There's thousands of CRMs out there. There are mostly all of them are online now, but you may have it on your desktop computer as well. So write that down. But if you're using CRM data, write that down. And just write down a list of all the cloud services that you log into, where it would be devastating if you lost that data. So it might just be Google, it might just be your contacts on iCloud or um, Google Contacts or wherever. So calendar data, like anything that's important to you, physical device wise or cloud service wise, write it down. That is the end of the day one assignment. So thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day, all you beautiful people watching me. And today's Sunday, so just take care of your day one assignment, and I will do a live stream tomorrow with your day two assignment on our 3-day positivity assignment, where we're going to be tackling understanding your data and knowing what's important to back up.